Hey everyone, we're checking out Hybrid Shooter System Prototype Demo Day 34. It's a game I've not played before. We're going to give it a playtest and see if we can give some useful feedback. From what I can tell, and well, this is more of an assumption, but I'm guessing it's like sort of a prototype of the underlying systems for a shooter, more than like an actual game. I don't know if there's any actual gameplay, but we're going to find out. I got the game page open here. It says, "Hi Lick. Hi-Fi, thanks for not reading." Well, apparently you're not paying attention because I always read every one of these game pages. Anyways, the controls here, it says movement WASD, shift is sprint, fire is left click, ADS is right click, jump is space, cover is Q when prompted, reload is R, melee is F, and those are both just animations at the moment. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. I'm not seeing anything but past what you're seeing here. This is kind of how it loads into the game. Immediately noticing the sensitivity is much too low for me, or for my mouse, or the combination of the two. I do have some buttons I can kind of change the DPI, so I set it a little higher on my mouse here. The DPI, so this is a little better. There's some input latency. It is in borderless windowed mode, so unfortunately it's going to make it much harder to be accurate in a first-person game like this. Looks like escape key doesn't do anything, but yeah, I would definitely prefer to see some exclusive full screen and be able to turn off that VSync so I could actually be accurate. I don't know how much accuracy this is going to require, but it makes it much harder to aim when there's that little bit of input lag. So interesting, the run kind of restricts your horizontal movement. Alright, so this is an interesting choice. Obviously it speeds up in the forward direction, but if I hold left or right, it kind of like it barely moves, but I can also just turn the camera to kind of move in that direction instantly. So this kind of has some interesting repercussions for movement. It means that if I want to move at full speed, I have to kind of turn with the mouse exclusively. This kind of thing, where I can't really rely on the horizontal movement. Like if I want to snake around, I can't like A and D. It actually feels like it doesn't even do hardly anything at all. It's quite interesting. Also takes a moment after you let off the forward input. Interestingly, yeah, so it's kind of weird because if I hold forward and shift, then I let go of shift, pretty much immediately this kind of camera field of view stretch thing kind of immediately snaps back, pretty much immediately. But if I hold shift and then I let go forward, it actually takes a moment before it snaps back. There's like a difference there. It's kind of weird. Looks like we can shoot here. Got a little crosshair here. Looks like there's some I'm not sure if these are hit scan. There's like a little bit of, like if I kind of drag the mouse and fire, you can see it kind of, the little flashing effects kind of happen behind the cursor a bit. I don't know if that's because the flashes are a little bit slow to come out, or if it's actually the bullets aren't actually hitting there yet. So it's a little hard to tell either way. Looks like we are massively more accurate while ADSing, which makes sense. So I think there's something going on here where oh. Okay, so I think this is just extremely random, the bullet spread. You might want to... Oh, sorry about that notification there. I'm going to try and... Oh my gosh, my mouse is so messed up now that Oh, I can't get out of here. Okay. I had to reset my mouse DPI here. Let's go ahead and mute that. back into this. I'm gonna crank up the DPI again. So you might want to try and get the bullet spread to be somewhat uniform. As of right now, it looks like there's like a lot of times where it shoots really close to the cursor, and then all of a sudden it'll shoot like way off somewhere, just kind of randomly. Okay, so another thing I was wondering about is, I thought that maybe moving around was having some kind of an effect on the accuracy. Like if you were moving around while shooting, then it would kind of make the potential cone of fire even wider. I don't know, I guess it doesn't really seem like that. So there's just, you know, a few occasions here where I just noticed a shot that seemed kind of like completely off, and it was a little confusing. So maybe it's just a matter of getting a little bit more of a uniform spread for the shots. Why does it say 75 sometimes? Oh my gosh, that's loud. Oh, there's some Doppler. That's a bit much. You're not gonna hear a Doppler effect that dramatic just moving this slowly in real life. That'd be like if a train was going by, you know. Okay, so you can actually shoot between these metal bits here. Here I can't, but here I can. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know why this sometimes shows 75. Interesting. All right, let's talk about other things. Okay. All right, so that was weird. So I pressed, I was holding forward and pressed jump, and I kind of went off to the side. I think it was I was at a slight angle. Yeah, so I'm just holding forward here. I'm not holding to the right or anything, and it gets this kind of weird effect where it kind of launches me sideways as I kind of slide against the thing, I guess. So that's pretty weird. I meant to mention this at the beginning of the video. This is the version, I guess, build 7. Maybe I'll put that in the oh gosh, that's weird. So yeah, again here I was just holding forward and it'll like launch me to the left. Wow, yeah, I don't even have to press run. Right, so I'm just holding forward and then pressing jump. And I zoom all the way to the left. Same like this, all the way to the right. So that's very weird. Another thing I'm noticing is you don't apparently... Oh! Okay, that was weird. I was gonna say you don't have any... Oh my gosh, that's weird. I was gonna say you don't have any air control. So if I jump and press inputs, it doesn't affect my inertia at all. It looks like you actually jump faster than you walk too. That's interesting. So if I like spam jump, I actually move faster. It's kind of weird. It's probably not what you want. I don't know, maybe it doesn't matter. But yeah, apparently like if I'm near something and then I jump straight up and then press an input, it kind of launches me sometimes. How does that work? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It just seems buggy. I don't know if I don't know if I have to be near anything. Maybe it's something to do with inertia when because you don't stop moving instantly. So if I let off a button and then jump, I mean that happens, but yeah, so if I have a little bit of inertia and then press jump, even if I'm not pressing the input anymore, it does launch me in that direction. I'm not sure if that was what was happening. Could have been that. I'm thinking that might have been what it was. So yeah, that's a little weird. So it's not based on your input, it's based on your inertia, which is probably not what you want, actually. So there's this cover system. There's a tiny bit of text that pops up as this cue to enter cover. Okay, so we got third person. Suddenly the camera is like, if it seems the the sensitivity isn't the same between this view and here. Suddenly you get like much higher sensitivity. Not really sure what the deal is with that. Alright, camera's moving pretty quick in these transitions. It might be a little bit jarring. I mean, you do want it to move pretty quick, but yeah, see, I don't know about this, because if I want to make like a little adjustment, if I'm trying to shoot on the right side here and I just want to like shift to the left a little bit, I don't want the camera to like flip all the way over here and then like now I can't see what the heck is going on, right? Like maybe I want to just adjust myself so I'm more behind the cover and then peek out again and that kind of thing, but the camera shifting like this, it's not very helpful. So I don't know if maybe you want maybe if you want some kind of logic to kind of understand when you're closer to the edges of this barrier here, then you can kind of shift the camera around to that side. Maybe that would be helpful. Another thing, of course, you could consider is some kind of manual camera flipping, pressing a button to do it. Apparently if you hold back, if I hold to the right it doesn't change, but if I hold back it will come out of it. So a good game to look at for this type of stuff, I would say, is Ghost Recon Phantoms. I'm not sure if there's other games that use the same exact system. I haven't played all the Ghost Recons or anything. There's just a particular game I played, but very good cover system in that game, so I would recommend. It's a free-to-play game. It's not that popular, and it's a little bit pay-to-win, but the cover system is very good and very simple to use. So I would take a close look at that if you want some inspiration on how to do this kind of thing. It works very well. What else can we check out here? I don't know. Are there any buttons that I haven't? Said there's only reload animations. And what was the other thing that was only an animation? I remember. I'm actually going to check real quick. Check the game page here. Oh my gosh, my mouse. Poor mouse sensitivity. Alright, where is it? Oh, melee is F, right? Okay. So another thing I'm missing, let's just hit that button. Oh, okay, so it's going to be like a fist being thrown or something, I guess. Another thing I'm missing here is the ability to crouch. It's something that, in my opinion, should be in every first-person game. It just feels right to be able to crouch while you're moving around in first person. So that'd be nice to have, but apart from that, I don't know. Is there much else? Are there different weapons? I think it'd be nice if the crosshair gave you some indication of the, you know, the bullet spread, that kind of thing. That'd be nice. All right, so yeah, I'm coming short on ideas of what else to test here. Can you crouch while covering? No, I guess not. This would be another case where having the camera move like this. Oh, that's a little buggy. Having the camera move like this while I'm behind a barrier like this is really nonsensical if I just want to make little adjustments left and right. So at some point here, I guess if I press left and right too fast, it kind of warps the camera around. So it might be considered a bug there. And it might be nice to kind of be able to jump over this kind of barrier here. Oh, I can jump, interestingly. If I'm holding forward, I can't, but if I'm not doing directional input, I can jump while I'm in this state here. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, definitely looks like there's stuff to work on. Hopefully the video is useful for you. I don't know if I tested everything or what you hope to be tested. That was a little weird. Let me try that again real quick. Okay, that's very strange. So you apparently have some, I guess, drag for the air momentum here. So if I jump, after a while my horizontal movement goes to 0 and I just drop straight down. It feels very unnatural. I don't think there would be that much drag in real life. And I don't know of... I don't think it's typical to have drag like that in games, like any amount of it, even if it's technically realistic to have a little bit of air drag. That feels very weird when you jump off a high thing and you just start falling straight down like that. Again, I can understand that, you know, having a little bit of it would technically be realistic, but that's even way more than is realistic, I think. Certainly feels that way anyways, intuitively, so that's pretty weird, but yeah. So I did, okay, I don't think I actually explicitly mentioned it, but I think having a little bit of control in the air would feel really nice too. It generally feels pretty bad when you don't have any air control in a game. Again, it's one of those things that's not realistic, obviously, but in this case, it just feels much better for gameplay, in my opinion. So yeah, I think that's probably about all I can give you for feedback. Hopefully this was useful for you. Should be interesting to see where this goes. I am a fan of cover systems. Like I did play, this is a while back, but I played that Ghost Recon Phantoms for a little while, kind of before I got into the pay-to-win stuff, and it was actually really excellent. Actually, the just the core mechanics of it are very solid. So that feels pretty cool. There's it's a little bit disappointing that the potential of that game is a bit wasted. But yeah, hopefully this was useful for you. Let me know if you have any questions. Get control of my mouse again here, and I will see you in the next video.